Well, hello everyone. Welcome to Redneck Ways. How's everybody out there in YouTube land? Well, I hope everybody's fine and dandy. It is Friday evening. It's 15 after 11, guys, on this Friday night. Just kind of sitting around here, watching some TV, some YouTube, and got bored, to tell you the truth. And I remembered I had another radio that we could look at and maybe tinker with and put some new ultraletics in it and see if we get it playing. Now, I bought this about 8 months ago, and I plugged it up and it did play, but it had a horrible hum, so that only usually means one thing: it needs ultraletics. The caps are bad, and giving it that hum that we know so well. This is a Golden Shield by Sylvania. It's actually one and only radio I have made by Sylvania. It's an all-American 5. It has 5 of the miniature tubes, the smaller ones. And I thought it had a cylinder rectifier in it, but I got looking just a second ago and it doesn't. So that's going to be kind of interesting. I want to see how it's powered, if it has like certain diodes or what. I don't know how they got the AC getting rectified into the DC. So that'd be interesting. So I guess, guys, we'll just tear into it. I say I would place this in probably 1958, 59. It looks like it's been not a radio that a family owned and painted their living room, and probably played in our garage somewhere or something. If only these old things could talk. They sure can tell some stories. Maybe some bad stories, but I'm sure there are a lot of good stories. So let's get into it, guys. Let's tear into it and see if we can get this sounding better, and see if we can listen to some news and maybe a little bit of music or something tonight. Alrighty, maybe we catch Coast to Coast, see what George Norrie's talking about. Alright, guys, let me get situated here, and actually, I'll get you all up on Sky Vision, and we'll take a look at this thing. Alright, guys, if we look here on the bottom, it says Golden Shield. A little bit is tore off here, by Sylvania. It is a model 6010, Golden Shield Corporation, Great Neck, New York. Power supply, it's 117 volts, so it's a little newer than the 40s, 50s. I say it is probably about 1958, with it being 117 volts. But yeah, guys, I say this is probably about 1958 or so. And I just noticed it had a radio serial number, so I guess you would turn that into your insurance or something in case somebody came in and swapped it. And looks like somebody's number there, Rio. I don't know what that is. But anyway, it goes on to say down here it's got a pretty special antenna and stuff to improve the reception. So let's tear into it, guys. First thing we gotta do, and it's kind of an odd radio. It's got these like bumps here. It's some kind of 50s plastic. So let's take these off. It don't have the citizen band, so it may be even newer than what I was thinking. Let's take this off. It'll come off. Maybe they don't come all the way out. That's weird. They're not coming all the way off. I think they're designed to stay in, guys. Ain't that weird? It's got this suicide cord here. We gotta get off here. There we go. Unplug it. They didn't give you much wire to play with. Here's the antenna that they was talking about, the special designed antenna, which I'm going to take that off, and because it's going to be in our way. And then let me get that off. I gotta heat the soldering iron up, and I'll get that off, and I will be back. Alright guys, got that loose, so we'll set that aside. Put this over here. We don't need that right now. Now, I was just looking. This one is probably going to be a little difficult. We're going to look at it real close. Sometimes, the way these circuit boards are on these, this type of radio, they're very easy to mess up. Very easy. So we'll just have to, I got some kind of bread tie there holding that speaker wire. So we're going to have to look and plan this out, see how we're going to change these ultralegs, because may not be able to, because it plays out, you know, right now it just sounds horrible. I hate to. I have a General Electric that had this type of circuit board. It was a nightmare to work on. So let's see if we can take these caps out, guys. Or not caps, we got to get these screws out first. There's 3 of them. We had to remove that one tube. There's that one. Kind of a long screw there. That one's kind of long. I think they're the same size. We have one more. It's down here by the tuning capacitor. I'm not gonna be able to get. Let's see. Did I get it loose? Yeah. All right, it should be ready to come out of there. So let's put our tube back in. All right, let's see if it comes out. It's coming, but okay, we're going to have to pull that back so we have. Did they leave us enough room? We'll have to get rid of that wire or that bread tie that they put on there. It's all rusty anyway. There we go. Let's pull this out. Yeah, they give us, I think they give us enough wire there on the speaker. Barely. Alright, here's the board, guys. Let me sit down here. My back's hurting. So let's take a look at this. My lighting's horrible. Let's see. That helped a little bit, didn't it? It looks like it has one of them Black Beauty caps. It's got a couple of resistors. It has most of its Sylvania tubes. It has 3 of them. It has 3 of its original tubes. 1, 2, and this one here is a Sylvania 3. Looks like it's had 2 tube replacements in its day. Here's what we're going to change if we can. Here's the tuning capacitor. Not much to it, is there? It's an American 05. But how are they turning the AC into the DC, I wonder? There's no cylinder rectifier in this. They just actually got the 115 volts, or what did it say, 117 volts going straight in. And then 115 volts going straight in And I mean, maybe it's this thing. Maybe it's this big. Maybe this is what they changed to, you think? This big old resistor? I say it is. I say that's the thing we're looking for. Yeah, it is. Okay. Well, it's awful dirty. Let's look and see how many volts we are going to need on our capacitors and how many microfarads. Get me a seat. Alright. What are we looking at here? We need a 70 and a 30. 150 volts. Well, I think we can do that. I think we can do that. Yes, we can. It's not very big. The can is the negative. So, I guess what we need to do is take these off. We'll just be very careful. We'll try to take this whole can out. And I will mark. Let's see. I gotta mark it somehow so I know. Say this in is ground. So that was the ground. Or that one's ground. I wonder how hard that thing's in. And then it's got something here. It's got like a little piece of hard plastic. I don't know what that is. There's definitely something. There's some tape here. Let's see what that is. I guess it's just something to keep it from breaking over there. And then there's something underneath. Yeah, oh, that's leaky. That's leaky capacitors. I don't know what that says. B. I hate when you got so much wire to work with. It's hard to do anything. It's got a 6 dash or 630-9. Wonder if that's talking about the capacitors. Look at all that nastiness. Try to get some of this old stuff out of here. This was played hard and put up wet, looks like. Very dusty. But I guess it's older than me, so I'm 50. This is probably about 70 years old or more. So I guess it has all rights to be dusty. What do you think, guys? We'll get some of this off so we don't start little fires. I don't know what all that oil is. Could that all be from the caps? It's just a very oily substance on the board. But it's way over here. It's even got bus wire on the circuits. Well, I guess what we need to do is get these off. I need to mark one of them. Make sure they're staying in the camera. So how be the best way to mark this? I wonder. Because when I take it out, so I know how. We'll just mark it like this. And then when we pull it out, we can line that up. And we'll know where a cap went. Because I'm very forgetful. So, let's take these caps out, guys. And see what we can do. I'm almost tempted to take these speaker wires off. I am. I'm going to cut them and I'll put them back because it's just too much trouble. Just snip them. There we go. And we'll just put that right back when we go put it back together. Because it's horrible working on a radio with the caps. Why I keep saying I'm getting tired, it's getting late. Alright. The board, I gotta be careful. It's very flexible. It was snap very easy. So let's go ahead and get these out here. So let me do this off. It's going to take me a minute, guys. So I'll do this off camera. That way it won't take forever. Alrighty, guys. Got it out of there. Pretty easy. And just took my time. I didn't mess up the board. There was a trace here. It came off, but I don't know where it went to. It just fell off. I didn't even put hardly no heat at all. There was a blob of solder right there. Maybe it was to hold this in. That's what it was. It was to hold this in. This one of these. That's the ground. It goes here. So what I'm going to try to do, guys, I'm going to try to cut this and stuff it, because it's really going to be hard to put any. I could stick them there. I could put them on top. I could wire them right in right here if I wanted, but it would look better if I can actually cut this and take these old caps out and take these old caps out and put 2 new ones in that. Because I have 2 new caps that'll fit perfect in here and still have room. So I got to go over to the garage and I'm just going to cut all around here. Cut this off and then pull it out and pull the guts out. And then put the new caps in, and I could super glue that or just put some black tape around it, hold this together and put that back in place. In the past, I have tried to cut right here and take it out that way, pull it this way, but I always mess this part up. You can see you have your triangle, and the triangle is 30 microfarads, and you have your little square there, and that's 70 microfarads. I'm really surprised it's only 150 volts. I thought it'd at least be 200, 250. So let me go over to the garage, get this cut. I gotta take a hacksaw because it's late at night. I can't really be getting no saws out. My son borrowed my Dremel, so I have this one, but I've got to get the thing for it. I need the chuck. All right, I'll be back. Alrighty, guys, let's see what's in here. Let's put my gloves on here, guys. I don't want to get, if it's got still some liquid on it, which I don't think it should. It shouldn't have. I know they were bad, but I just don't want to get that liquid on my hands. So let's see what we got. There we go. Yeah, they're dry as a bone. Get that out of here. the beginning of it. Let's set this aside so nothing happens to it. Let's see here. Let's dissect this, guys. All come off together. I may have cut it too deep. There we go. Yeah, look how dry that is, guys. There's one of them. Here's the second one. No, that was the first one. Dry as all get out. See if we can get this one. Dry, dry, dry. Just a little, maybe a little something on this one. Not much. This must have been the 70 microfarads. Yeah. Not much at all. Maybe a little dampness there. Not much. So it definitely needed. Where'd the top go, guys? What'd I do with it? Oh, I'm about to throw it away. I need that. Need that, don't we, guys? I think this is the best way to do these type of radios, to stuff the caps. Alright, throw that away. Don't need these gloves no more. Because look at this. Here's our 30. Well, get the staple out. Look how small the 30 is. I mean, I'm going to have plenty of room. Let me get in here and get the other one. And here's the 70. So yeah, that's going to work perfect. And then I'll just put it like that, put some black tape around it. So let me do that, and we'll do that off camera. I'm just going to solder everything where they go. And I'll be back, and we'll put that new filters in the radio. Alrighty, guys. I got it all finished, restuffed. Where I cut it, I just put some black tape, and it's on strong. Didn't have to solder or nothing. I got my mark still right here, somewhere right here. That's where we're going to put it back on the board. That's where it went. I just ran my ground right here. It should work. And yeah, so let's put it back together. Bring the radio back over. Alright, got my mark right there. Right here's my mark. See right there, so it goes here. Right there's how it goes back in, guys. As easy as that. Easy as that. Then we'll flip it upside down here, and we'll solder everything back. We'll get everything back where it goes. There's that one. This one back in. There's that one. Get this one over here. There's that one. Get this one here. On this back side. There's that one. Got this one, guys. A little bit more on this one. I think I missed it. I don't know. Now she's soldered in. Alright. That should do it, guys. She's all soldered back in. That was the easiest. That was the easiest way I've ever done it. Put the caps back, the original caps back in. You'll never know unless you look down there and see that black tape. That's a little suspicious. Let me check my solder joints. They look good. That was just a holding thing. It didn't go to anything. Alright, everything looks good. So, let me put it all back together, back in the radio, get it all buttoned up. Got to hook the speaker wires back up and everything, so I'll do that off camera. I'm going to leave this a bumblebee capacitor in here, and we'll see if it still plays with that old bumblebee. I think I called it a Black Beauty earlier. There used to be these mini thin things, like these things that would give you extra speed, I guess, extra energy. And they called them Black Beauties. That's what I got confused. These are what they call bumblebees. Very old capacitor, and the old timers say they go out quite often. So let's see if it works. I don't know really what this piece of, that's weird. I don't know what this piece of metal here is for. It's just sticking up out of the corner. That's very odd. Huh. Oh well. I'm going to put it back together, guys, and I'll be back once the radio is back together. Oh my gosh, I didn't have y'all zoomed in. I'm sorry, guys. Alrighty, guys, there she is, all back together. I put some heat shrink on the speaker wires here. Got those all clean and fixed. Got the antenna soldered back in. And everything's bolted back in. So all we gotta do is now put it back together. That just plugs in. There we go. She's plugged in. And all I gotta do is put the screws in it. One in each corner. Grab the drill. Whoa. And there we go. So let's see if it plays, guys. Alright, guys, let's plug it in, see what it does. See what she does. Hopefully she don't make a popping sound or smoke. Let's see. Took a long time, didn't it?
S'est fait connaître, elle avait peut-être 17-18 ans, et à ce moment-là, sa voix était celle d'une jeune femme très enjouée. Elle aurait...
There with Carmelo Anthony of Syracuse. I think it will be in that light, which is special. But I do want to put things in perspective. Cooper Flagg is a very elite player, I think, offensively.
People should avoid watching TV or browsing on their phone during meals. Other tips to slow down your eating pace include using your non-dominant hand to eat, using utensils you don't normally use, like chopsticks, and taking deliberate breaks to
it's
drink
like
some water.
the speaker stars.
Go to FoxNewsHealth.com. House call for help.
Seems to pick up pretty good, though.
My man has gone, oui, on pense qu'il est allé chercher un...
I'm not so sure we have as much free will as everybody thinks. I think there's a lot more faith. And can someone quickly predict?
Like 3 weeks ago, and the slaughter that is manifesting with the transhumanism, and of course it's manifesting more and more every day, and in a few years from now we're going to see the Homo sapiens being really put in a state of difficulty compared to what is happening with these ancient human beings, which are said to be the human
Radio out.
What's up, y'all? I'm Cheryl Swoops, WNBA champ, 3-time Olympic famer. And I am Tarika Foster Bransby, journalist, sports reporter, basketball analyst. And we are here to talk about the obstacles that women face day to day. Athlete or not, we know it takes a lot as women to be at the top of our game. We want to share those stories. So listen, we'll talk to athletes, coaches, media personalities.
I don't know why it's making that. It's, you know, have you ever heard a car with a lot of bass and the license plate vibrates? Kind of how that sounds.
And T and I have no problem going there. So if you want to hear...
we get seen out a lot.
No one else. Why don't you sign up?
The iHeartRadio app is #1 for music,
Picks
radio,
up good, though.
podcasts, all in one. Discover a new podcast from our library of over 350,000 titles. Here's an iHeartRadio podcast preview.
On September 16th, 1961, Betty and Barney Hill cut their...
I think it's got a bad speaker.
They were having difficulty finding their way around the city, and Barney decided...
Featherweight title is on the line as former champion Alexander Volkanovski takes on number 3 contender Diego.
Access to thousands of Ground Zero archives and podcasts, along with our private social media groups.
of hypnosis. Especially if you're highly hypnotizable, you are even more susceptible to contamination and distortion.
By scientists, skeptics.
Alright, guys, there you go. A 1950 something Sylvania model. Let's see, what was that model? 6010. Old radio. If it didn't have that vibration, it'd be a good sound radio. Picks up good. That's coming. That's Detroit. I live in Kentucky, so it's picking up pretty good distance. And it's using its original antenna. I don't got the outdoor antenna on it. It's pretty good, ain't it, guys? Alrighty. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you guys don't care, leave me a little comment if you did. Or leave me a comment if you didn't. I sure appreciate it. Alrighty. Until the next one, guys. I'll see you right here at Redneck Ways. Bye, guys.